What is up, guys, gals, and non-binary pals? Welcome to House of Miscellanea. It is a Saturday night, live time. How goes? Hello, Shay. Hello, Tigger. I hope you're doing well. I came up with something in the 5 minutes before I started my live that I think I want to play a game. And at first it was going to be, hi, Wallflower. At first it was going to be a stash scavenger hunt, but then I thought, hi, Goddess Jen. But then I thought, okay, what if it was a finished painting scavenger hunt? Because then that way it doesn't matter how big your stash is. It only really matters on things that you finished, which, could be still a large or a small number, but it doesn't like exclude anybody specifically because they don't have a big stash. You know what I'm saying? So, hi, Crystal. So that all being said, I have a fun game for us. It should be a good time. Let me get into my tools here that I've got in front of me. As almost always, I'm using my Diamond Pen Pal pen, the Satura pen. Ooh, you can find Diamond Pen Pal over on Etsy. In my single placer, I have Ghost from Diamond Painting Daily, also on Etsy. And then in my multi-placer, I will be using Earth Glow Dot Dot Putty from Butterfly Effectwares. Lovely. And then my tray is from Firefly. This is the Switch Mini Max. Don't let the name fool you. A Switch Mini Max is not as small as you think it is. Okay. Reason I say that is if you take a normal, hold on, I'll get a normal Diamond Art Club, the newer tray out and show you the size difference because mini maxes are actually quite big and I have large. So there you go. It has a removable lid, which I do, and a removable trash tray, which I do. And then this little hole in the top that you can put your pen into so it doesn't roll away, as well as an open and close pour spout. I love that. Okay, now the size of this thing. This is a DAC tray. And when they're kind of next to each other, they sort of look the same, but check this out. This is the width of the DAC tray. You add a good ½ inch there. And for some people that don't have big old man hands like I do, that's awfully big. So that being said, it is deeper than the DAC tray also by quite a bit. So be aware of that. If you're going to order the Firefly Switch Mini Max, it's actually not that mini. Anywho, I'm going to say hello to the other people that have joined us. Hello, Liz. Hello, Marianne. Hello, Vicky and Tanis. Hi, hello. How are you guys? The painting that I'm working on currently, I could tell you about that too, huh? Yeah, see, Tigger, I love mine too, but again, I got big old hands. So I am working on Cauldron of Myrrh by Ivy Dollamore from Diamond Art Club. She is a straight cutie. I love her so much. I'm going to back my camera up just a little bit so it doesn't do that bouncy thing that it likes to do. All right, so hold please. I'm going to move you back a little. There we go. That's better. That's better. Anyway, how is everyone doing this lovely Saturday Eve? I hope that you're doing well. It warmer and warmer, and that means more and more I am spending time outside instead of inside. We didn't go for a walk today, but it sounds like tomorrow we're planning a trip to a place called Devil's Lake, which is here in Wisconsin, and it's beautiful. There's bluffs, just it's the best. And we get out there like 3 times a year usually, at minimum, I would say. But we are kind of a big hiking family. Getting hot in North Florida, I bet it is. In fact, part of the reason why I'm using my Earth Glow Butterfly Effectwares putty is because it's actually getting really kind of humid in Wisconsin, so I'm to combat that and use a dry putty because I've found that my putty crocker almost becomes worked too quickly, and I've got to switch it out like almost halfway in to working on my square. So I use the butterfly effect wares. Also, I have a bunch of ABs in this particular painting, and trying to work on it with anything other than butterfly effect wares is just sort of a um, an exercise in futility, as it were. Good watching. Hockey playoffs, round one. Ooh, hockey playoffs. What team do you root for? You're in Canada, right, Tanis? So I imagine it's probably the Leafs. Beautiful in Wisconsin. Yes, it is beautiful in Wisconsin today. It's supposed to be beautiful tomorrow too. We were thinking about going to Lion's Den Gorge, which is on Lake Michigan, up near, well, it's Gratiot, right? Grafton, not Gratiot, or Port Washington area, but it's actually going to be quite cool there. I'm assuming that's probably just lake effect winds, things like that. But uh, Lion's Den is beautiful. I just don't want to go freeze my tuchus off in the cold lake air, you know. Not my favorite thing to do. So we're gonna go to Devil's Lake because it is supposed to be like 70 to 70 degrees in Baraboo tomorrow. Winnipeg Jets. Oh, okay, okay. It seems strange to be starting the playoffs in what is going to work out to be like a summer month, but I don't know anything really about hockey like that. Dustin does. He played hockey when he was in middle and high school. We'll go and watch, like, we have a team here where I live called the Jets, and we've gone and watched them. That was a lot of fun. For like, I guess amateur league, it's really good. So they're not considered amateur. What are they? What is that called, Dustin? Like a junior pro, but not pro league. Whatever it's called. But we had a lot of fun when we went to go see them. Currently, they are actually building a brand new ice arena for them in town. Uh, one, because the one that we have is incredibly tiny. There's really not even room for parking once the home people, like the family or supporters of said team, is in the stands. There's like just no room for anybody else. And so uh they're building a brand new ice arena for them. And it actually like is a bit of a money draw for the town. So they're building them a brand new ice arena slash conference center. They're like, you know, double, not double dipping, but kind of double dipping. They're going to make it a little of both. New ice arena slash conference center when not in use for the ice. Because like even our uh the kiddos that do figure skating and things like that, like there's just no time on the ice for them. And then our free skating is down to, I think, 1 day a week when they had multiple days. And we don't have like a roller skating rink here anymore. So nice to have that at the very least. Hi, Missy. Oh, thank you, Missy, your favorite channel. I appreciate that. Glad to have you on the live finally. Welcome, welcome. Uh yeah, so we don't even have a skating rink, which okay, that's very 1980s slash 90s of me to really want to have a roller skating rink, but like dang. You know how much I miss roller skating? I can ice skate, not well. Like I manage, I can get around upright, but that's about it. Dustin can do all this stuff where he's like, and then I go, and then like it's snow in your face, and it's like, ah, yeah, thanks, man. Because he thinks it's all cool and whatever. I am not cool on ice skates. I look sad. I look sad on ice skates. So down to earth. Oh, well, I hope so. I don't like heights anyways, so down to earth is where I'll stay. Um, but yeah, I don't look cool. I don't look cool on ice skates. Yeah, nope. But I remember, has anybody seen the movie Ice Princess with Michelle Trachtenberg, who rest in peace, Michelle Trachtenberg. Ice Princess. Do you know how much I wished that I could have been like a figure skater? I think figure skaters are absolutely just glorious in their finesse and grace. And I used to watch ice skaters like during the Winter Olympics. Yeah, I am not that. I am not that on skates. I look more like they have basically these like ice walkers that you can use. I should probably be behind one of those. Hi, Sarah. Welcome. All night skate without my glasses. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Like we had this place in Madison called the Roller Drome, and I practically lived there. Roller skating, I can roller skate like nobody's business. Backward, forward, spinning in circles, but get me on ice skates and I look like a fool. I even thought I was going to be real cool and get my own ice skates. Think I used them all of one time. I think that was more Dustin really wanted me to get into ice skating, but I'm not good at it. Okay, yes, they were $10. They were cheap and they fit. So what do you do? But we still have them. They've been used once. The blades are sharp AF, but I yeah, I'm not good with the ice skating. But Ice Princess, that was like one of my favorite movies. I think, well, one, okay, Michelle Trachtenberg being from Buffy, like that definitely helped because I loved Buffy. Also, Joan Cusack, like who couldn't use more Joan Cusack in their life anyways? And then the blonde girl, he oh, not is it Haley? Not Haley Joel Osment. That is a boy, Naomi. Uh Haley something, right? The blonde girl that was in that. She was also in Heroes. Um anyway, it doesn't matter. Love the movie. Cutting Edge. Ooh, yeah. I can skate, but don't put me on roller skates. He's backwards for me. Hi, Chrissy. How you doing? Okay. So I devised a game since more people are jumping in. We got 12 right now, but I figure I'm gonna give it a little time. And then I devised a game. At first it was gonna be like some sort of stash scavenger hunt. And then I'm like, no, we're gonna do it different. Only because I know that there are some people that are newer to diamond painting, might not have a huge stash, totally fine. So I decided, like, okay, if you're newer to diamond painting, maybe you're not going to be able to play this game necessarily. But I decided instead of doing like stash scavenger hunt, that we could do like a finished paintings scavenger hunt, because one painting that you have might actually work for multiple things. Okay. Now, here's where I try and remember the names of my finishes because I think I got my book here, so that helps. That definitely helps. But I wanted to do like a finished painting scavenger hunt and see how we do. Hi, Amber. because I've got a lot of finishes, right? I have a large enough stash too, but I wanted to not exclude people. And I figure with a finished painting, you know, you can, like I said, use the same painting more than once. That's fine. If it fits for whatever we're looking for, then use it twice, 3 times. I don't care. Uh I got a list together and I thought, okay, this sounds like something we could do on a Saturday night together. Um and then for those who are new, if you have not joined us on the Discord yet, you are welcome to do that as well. After the live we all go into the live chat on Discord. If you don't know how to use Discord, that's totally fine. We can teach you. It's completely free where I hang out and we all chat, not just me all by myself. Hi, Angela. You have not missed anything. We're just chatting. We're just chatting about random stuff. We were talking about ice skating. That's about all you missed. I don't ice skate very well. I did mention that I do not ice skate very well. But I figure finished paintings, we can do a scavenger hunt based on finished paintings. I think that will work out just fine. Let's go with black next. I have to refill that. Gotta refill the 310s. Here we go. It's not 310. Hi, Alice. Ooh, sorry, I'm shaking you. Woo. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna move my cord. My cord is only getting in my way. Shaking the whole world. Like bacon jumped over here or something. Trying to get a bag of 310. So this particular painting, Cauldron of Myrrh, I think it had 6 bags of 310. Something like that. I think it was 6 bags. It was a lot. Put it that way. It was a lot. And surprisingly, very little static to deal with, which has been nice. But just now because I jinxed it. I only have like 6 finishes. Can I use my stash? Okay, we'll call it finished painting and stash. How about that? Then that way, if you've got a small version of finished paintings, then you can use your stash with it. How does that work for everybody? I think that works for me. That works for everybody else. I'm cool with that. You can combine the two. So yeah, I came up with this game, just a scavenger hunt game for funsies to see how many things that you can tick off of your list. I'm going to keep a tally for myself. Make sure you're keeping a tally out of, let's see, well, however many we get through, okay? We'll get through as many as we can. And I will, I'll keep track of my number over here and we can get this figured out. Very rarely do I have kits without static. Yeah, I know. It was crazy. It was crazy to have kitted this up and then not dealt with tons and tons and tons of static because usually it's just like, whoop, it's just like forget about it. If I'm not blowing my hot breath in there, then I'm just doing my best. Missy says, I have 2 finishes, relatively new to the world. I'd rather, or I have to use my stash or I'll lose for sure. Okay, now, rules. There really aren't any. If you need to use a painting more than once, you can. So if you have something that fits, 6 of the questions, then go ahead and use that one for 6 of the questions. I don't mind at all. Beans? Sir, I'm gonna need you to chill out. Beans is my Great Pyrenees, for those who are not familiar. I took him for a walk. He's I don't know what his problem is. There's people outside doing things, whatever. But okay. So let's see. Freezer works. Yeah. See, now I would put them in my freezer, but Lord knows they'd probably end up somewhere I didn't want them to be. I have only 3 finishes, a lot of WIPs. So then we're going to go ahead and combine finishes with your stash. Let me edit the title so that people know that. Edit. And we're going to call it Stash / Finished Painting Scavenger Hunt. Boom. Okay. And then what I will do is, yes, anything in your possession. WIPs will work too. Just whatever's in your possession. Diamond painting possession scavenger hunt. Okay. So let me grab the list. And then while we are going along, okay, if people are joining us later, that's totally fine. About every 10 questions or so, I will post the list in the chat so that people who are joining us can catch up if they want to catch up with us. Otherwise, it's more or less just for fun. It's not for real points or anything. Sort of like whose line is it anyways? The questions are made up and the points don't matter. Pretty much it. But I've got our questions ready and I will begin as soon as you guys are ready. I think we've got about 20 people, so I think we're probably good to start. Are you all ready to go? You may keep a mental tally or make up a number at the end, whatever makes you feel good about yourself. I am fine with whatever works because again, it's just for fun. I will probably be, I don't know. I'm not going to say embarrassed because I probably will use one painting for many of them. It's more or less, can I remember the names of the paintings that I've finished, and can I remember the paintings that I have in my stash? Because that'll be the tricky part. Okay, everybody's ready, or at least those who are paying attention and responding are ready. All right, so first question, and again, this can be finishes, WIPs, or in your stash. Do you have anything that has an animal in it? And actually, the current painting that I am working on right now, Cauldron of Myrrh, does in fact have an animal in it. It has a kitty cat up near the top there. The cat's on the shelf and looking at the mermaid in the cauldron. Here's a picture. Here we go. Here's a picture of it. There's a kitty cat right there. Boop, there it is. In the diamond painting that I am working on. Boom. I get 1 whole point. Yay. Ooh, autumn kittens. Okay, Fisher Gal. You got to name it. Oh, I guess I should have said you got to name which one it is. So name your painting that has an animal in it. It can be one that you finished, one in your stash, or even a WIP if you want. Whatever works for you. We got Fisher Gal, Rainbow Wolf. Ooh, good one. Woofing from Home. That's cute. Woofing from Home. Pisces. Oh, I'm assuming that has fish. Missy has one with 2 elephants. Okay. Vanity. Vanity. What sort of animal is in Vanity? Is that the one with the fox? I'm trying to remember. Because I know Steadfast Heart has a tiger. There's a bear in one of them. Unless I'm thinking of a totally wrong artist. An owl. Okay. Ooh, like meowgic. I'm guessing that's probably a dog, right? Just kidding. It's a cat. I'm aware. Me making stupid jokes. 2 deer. Okay. Rover. That's probably a cat then, right? Okay. Let's see. Next one. It has flowers. It has flowers in it. Beans, sir. What is he hearing in your game? Oh, do you hear something on the television? It has flowers in it. Okay. Now, you guys know I do things that that are landscapey necessarily, but as we just finished Bring Your Blooms, I will say that a finish of mine was Persephone of Spring because that has flowers in it. And Persephone of Spring is she's got flowers like in her headdress with her horns and on her neck there. It's like roses. So, yes. Ooh, succulents. Are they flowering succulents? Because I know some succulents flower, like Dustin has a bunch of succulents that flower. Because that's a plant, but it's not a flower specifically. I think has plants in it is a separate question. Oh, I got to mark my second one there. Flower delivery. Ooh, the Morales mystery. It does have flowers in it. Yes, in fact, most Moraleses have flowers, and I didn't even think about that. I have a flowers one. The elephant canvas has that in the background. Okay. Secret Garden. Okay, that one would count. Burnt Rose. Oh, okay, that's good. Flower delivery. Happy Hummingbird. Yeah, Marianne. I know Rover's a dog. I was just kidding. That was bad joke. Very bad joke. Try him on his leash if he keeps that up, I guess. I don't know. The only other thing that I've found that works is putting him on his leash, and then for some reason he doesn't bark. Because he's a goofy dog. Oh, I'm trying to see where the line is on here. You know, they printed these pink lines on here, right? But then, like, when it cuts on the other side of the pink line, then you can't see where the line is. Like, kind of defeats the purpose. All right. Hibiscus flowers and birds picked with flower hat. Okay. A home in the green. Warm witch. Warm witch has flowers? Trying to remember. I haven't seen Warm Witch in a while. Okay. I'll take your word for it, though. I believe you. I'm just trying to remember where the flowers are in Warm Witch. All right. Next question. So we've covered has animals, has flowers. Okay, the next one. This is probably where I'm going to fail completely. Number 3 has a holiday theme. Any holiday. Any holiday theme. And honestly, I think I'm going to get 0 points on this one because I lie. Hold on. Serendipity's Hollow Witch. Yes. Okay. Because that has a pumpkin in it. Wait. See here, I thought I was going to lose because I legitimately don't buy anything with holidays in it, like ever. All Hallows Witch is her name. That's what it is. See, she's got pumpkin eyes and she's got pumpkins in her Like on her hat, they're like smiling jack-o'-lanterns in her eyes. And then the cat is also dressed as a bat and it's got a little pumpkin on the bow. Oh, look at that. I pulled that out of my butt because otherwise I don't do holiday themed kits like ever. And it's not because I don't like holiday themed stuff. I just don't know what to do with it when I'm done. Like I don't hang them up. I don't decorate for holidays really. So it I mean, unless I was giving it away to somebody as a, but that's really all I got. Walmart Christmas tree red truck. Okay. Snowman looking up at a bird. Cozy Christmas. Halloween themed canvas. Spooky Stories by Spangler. Hocus Pocus gnomes. Oh, that's cute. An Easter dragon. Spangler. Okay. Winter solstice. Oh, I didn't even think about those holidays. I also have summer solstice. So, yeah. Duh, Naomi, you could think about the holidays that you actually celebrate. That would be smart. Amber's got my back. While it is a holiday, it is not like a normally recognized as a holiday kit, if that makes sense. Mark yourself down for summer solstice. Wait, that was number 3, wasn't it? Yeah, that was number 3. So I have 3 points. Okay, this one is a I feel picked on a little bit by this next question. And this will be like a stash sort of question, right? A kit that you bought but haven't started yet. And no, I will not be marking down 148 points for myself, so leave me alone. I will not be marking down that many points for myself, just the 1 point for kits that you have, but you haven't started yet. That's just an embarrassing number, okay? Calm down. Stop judging people so hard. uh, so do you want me to list, like name one of those? Okay. I will name Mystery 47. That's one that I have not started yet. Oh, Samhain Night. Yeah. See, I don't have any Samhain kits even because I don't really do a whole lot. I mean, I used to take kids out trick or treating, but that's about it. Einafel? Einafel for flower one? What's Einafel for? Oh, that you haven't started, duh. Asking dumb questions here. Naughty Space Void, Seaside Hideaway, Breakfast Buddies. Oh, Breakfast Buddies cute. Messenger, Breakfast Buddies again. Mona Lisa is one you can't wait to do. I enjoyed every Mona Lisa that I've worked on, I've really enjoyed. I've super enjoyed working on. This is just overthrowing a full ass fit. Pretending to sideways swim and he's throwing a little tantrum. I'm going to make you take him on a walk if he keeps his crap up, Dustin. What? You heard me. I said I'm going to make you take him somewhere if he keeps up. Sounds like his cheese, maybe? Don't come over here and throw a fit, Beans. Okay. One that you haven't started. Come on, Drills. Thank you. Jizz. Stop. All right. Next question. Number 5 is smaller than 40 by 50. Oh, wow. Smaller. Okay, wait. Do paint gems count? In this instance, they're going to have to because I don't own anything that small. Like, I don't typically buy anything that's smaller than 50 by 70, mostly because in my mind, like, if it's that small, I'm going to finish it in a matter of a couple of days. And then it's almost like, why spend the money on it? You know what I mean? Like, I have a really hard time, especially when they're that small. I have a really hard time putting them down because it's like I'm so close to finishing, just push and finish, you know? Wombat from Gemmet. Oh, I've never heard of that. Gemmet. I've gotten all the masters paintings as DPs and plan on doing them and hang them in my hallway. Ooh, no, listen, Missy, if the actual name Missy, if it were Animal Crossing, I hang the masters up in my Animal Crossing houses all the time. Rainbow Wolf is 17 by 17. Okay. You got a snack size you're working on that's 20 by 20. 2 cardinals and sunflowers is 20 by 20. Vanity owl. Stained glass flower from Amazon. Skate bird by Lorenz is 9 by 9. The dimensions again were 40 by 50 centimeters. Yeah, unless I can count paint gems, I can't actually. So what do you guys think? Do paint gems count? Or does it need to be an actual like canvas that's 40, less than 40 by 50? Because I have jaded gem shops, but they're 50 by 50. I don't have any smaller jaded gem shops that are less than that. Oh, I'm a liar. Hold on, I'm a liar. I have a make market. No, I have diamond dots. I have diamond dots ones that are smaller than that. I have Starry Night on the Wren. Aha! I didn't think about my diamond dots. Ooh, that was close. Almost didn't get that. I was like, oof. Oh, I'm not gonna get a point on that one. Yes, I have diamond dots. I didn't think about my diamond dots. They're unboxed kits, and so I forget about them all the time. Okay, next question is larger than 60. Larger than 60 by 80. And I'll actually use one of my finishes for this one. My largest finish so far is Grand Canal and Basilica Venice. And that one is a 70 by 105. That's my largest finish. It's not the largest that I own because the largest that I own, I think, is plant delivery, or I can't remember how big plant. Hold on, how big is plant delivery? Let me look at my plant delivery. Plant delivery is 69.9 by 126.9. And then I think that's even bigger than Color of Fear is by 104.8. So if you've finished plant delivery, like, woof, man, that's a big one. And then I was looking for what's it called? Little Lizard Garden, because Little Lizard Garden is also really large. Beans is belly aching about something. I don't know what. Little Lizard Garden is only 98 by 70. So Question 5 was 40 by 50, smaller than 40 by 50. Question 6 is larger than 60 by 80. So I got that one too. Cozy cabin, 98 by 70. Cafe at night is 80 by 100. Ooh, dang. Sunflower farms. Woodland panorama, that's a big one. Breakfast buddies, field of tulips, flower delivery. Abrams Falls, yeah, that's a big one too. So yeah, plant delivery is my largest. By if you have Train of Dreams, that one is gigantic. But just about anything that's larger than 60 by 80. And all of the Curtis Reikoviches, those are 60 by 80 by themselves. So 60 by 80 doesn't seem large until you're like working on a 60 by 80 and it's like, holy crap, man, is this ever going to end? What? Sir, calm yourself down. Can you put him on a leash or something, Dustin? Quiet him down, please. He's like, can't stop, won't stop. It's my life as a dog. I do what I want. Dragon Seasons. Dragon Seasons is also big. It's a big one. Great Escape by Yume. Aaron is on the way. Woo. He Who Watches Over the Stars. Ooh. You have Train of Dreams done? Holy craps, man. That's a accomplishment. Because that one is huge. That I think remains Diamond Art Club's largest painting like to date. I don't think that they have anything larger than Train of Dreams. So good on you. I think that's the largest you can get from Diamond Art Club. My Josephine wall is also large, but it's not as big as Grand Canal and Basilica Venice. Okay, next question, number 7. Has a predominantly blue background. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use one of my WIPs, although everything it seems like that I do has a predominantly blue background, because apparently it's the color that I like to work on the most. And that is Azalea by Julia Speary from the one with the art. She is predominantly blue by herself. She's predominantly blue. Let me find a picture for it right here. Azalea is predominantly a blue painting on her own, and the background is predominantly blue. Yeah. Satura, oh, yep, she's predominantly blue. Oh, I got to give myself a point. Let me not forget that. Inside Watery Eyes, Ocean. Thinking of starting it ASAP once it's here. Yeah. Question 6 is Mystery 20 by Ann Stokes. I would know. Celtic Dragonfly. Yeah, I love working on blue paintings, I guess. I don't know. Kind of always have. I enjoy it. Oh, I missed an S right there. Whoa, threw my pen. You saw that. Throwing my pen around. Trying to get one. There we go. I was spear fishing. Butterfly of Paradise, Persephone of Spring. Persephone of Spring. Yeah, she does have a blue background, doesn't she? She's got a lot of blue in that one. There it is. Okay, let's see. Next question. After predominantly blue background. That was number 7. Number 8 has glow in the dark drills. Glow in the dark drills. Okay, so we're going off of finishes first. You know, before I dive into my stash. Finishes. Oh, All Hallows Witch, she had glow in the dark drills. Storytime Dragon, like Storytime. That one by Amy Brown, The Dragon, that also had glow in the dark drills, but they don't work for crap. Um, it's like they just don't charge or whatever. And I've tried every single type of way to get them to charge up, and it just does not work. And then the one that I'm working on from Realizations, Eric at Karen, that also has glow in the dark drills in it, which I'm super excited about. I've got a lot finished on that one already, and she looks really good. She looks just like her picture, and I am very excited about it. So if I start with my finishes, that was question 8, right? I think that was question 8. Yes. Has glow in the dark drills was question 8. Timey Wimey, Jada Gem Shop. Ooh. None. Oh no. We got to get you some glow in the dark ones. Miss You. Oh, right. Miss You by Michelle Thea. That one also had. Thank you for the reminder, Mel. And welcome. Didn't see you come in. Hi, Abby. Abby's here. Avatar State, Nickelodeon. I added glow in the dark drills to Happy Halloween. Okay, that counts. If you added your own drills, that's okay. Any company. No, any company, any finishes, or your stash, or whips, depending on if you have to use all of those. Because you know, some people don't have really huge stashes, they have a lot of finishes, or they don't have a lot of finishes, but they have a lot of stash, or they have a lot of whips, or whatever. So, and if you have to use the same canvas twice, you can. Once I've finished asking 10, I will post the list so that people who are catching up can catch up. So it can be in your stash, it can be one of your finishes, or it can be one of your whips, whatever you got to use. Sweet Tooth? That's a, what, Micah Jelena? She's a cutie. I didn't know she came with glow in the dark drills. That's kind of cool. Voices from the Other Side. Ooh, okay. All right. Number 9. Here's a fantasy creature. Fairy, dragon, unicorn, etc. Well, that's like everything I do. The one I'm currently working on, Cauldron of Myrrh. I have finished so many with fantasy creatures in them that I couldn't even probably and in my stash a ridiculous amount of fantasy creatures. So that's one of like alongside portraits, that's the thing that I work on probably the most is fantasy creatures of some kind. I love, 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 love fantasy creatures. Like I don't like regular animals. I want them to be fantasy creatures. So I'm gonna go ahead and give myself a point for number 9. No, not bingo. We're not playing bingo. 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 Girl interrupted. You're welcome. She has one glow in the dark. Oh, cool. Tea Party. Night Visitor, Fire Dragon, Reading Dragon, Dragon Spirit, and Mizuchira. Yep. Close Encounters, Earl Grey, Ashley Cassidy. That's got a dragon, an Earl Grey dragon. Yeah, I do too many like fantastical creatures, but like I love them. I love them so much. It's pretty much what makes a kit for me is like portraits of ladies with fish or stars around their heads and fantasy animals. Not that I don't do other things, but like that is a ridiculous amount of my stash is just fantasy animals and portraits. Mermaids, but I don't think I've done any. Oh, wow. Sitting on my bed looking at my stash. Oh, boy. It just makes me wish that I like had 8 arms so that I could finish more of my kits because I I just want to see them all finished, but then like also at the same time I also need 8 brains to go along with it cuz could you imagine trying to simultaneously work on 8 canvases at once? Oh my god, that sounds terrible. That just sounds awful. You'd have to spend way too much. Yeah. And Lord knows we've all already spent enough. I mean, no shame. Like it's your money, you want to spend it. But yeah, I couldn't even imagine working on that many at once and then finishing that many and then like having no stash. Oh no. That cannot be. Did anybody, speaking of, just curious, did anybody end up buying anything today? I did not. But Newt and Niffler, Fantastic Beasts. So many I'm looking through my stash as well. Want that one just for the Niffler. The Nifflers are cute. Cutie, cute, cute. But yeah, it's like part of me wishes that I could work on more of them more quickly to see more finishes, but like to still be able to enjoy the process the same as I do at an already fast speed. You know, I already work fast enough and I enjoy the speed that I'm at, but I want to see what my paintings all look like when they're done and simply looking them up as like post reviews and whatever. Yes, that's well and good and I can go, "Oh yeah, I love what I just bought or I love what I purchased," but it's way different when you finish it and it's your completion. It's like just a lovely experience. Not for you today. Weather Goddess jumped in your cart. Okay. You got Celeste from Bearbrick. Okay, she's pretty. She's pretty. Nothing for you. Can't believe it's almost $100 a kit now. Yeah. I can't even imagine like Canada prices must be beyond ridiculous. No, you have 5 en route. Yeah. For you, that means buy everything. Yeah. Like you do, you know. Okay. Next question. So that was number 9. Number 10. This is a gimme. Either finished or in your stash or in your whips or finishes. Uh, a canvas by one of your favorite artists. I think we all know the answer to this question. Yes, I definitely have finishes and whips and stash of portraits or things from my favorite artist. I will go ahead and use a finish and I will use Mizuchira. No, you know what? I will use Ajasai by Margaret Morales. Uh, Definitely one of my favorite finishes. And then I will also use Heidi by Camilla de Erico, as Camilla de Erico is another of my favorite artists, and that's one of my finishes. And then I will go with Fisher Gal because that's Ivy Dolomore. That's one of my other favorite artists. Try to Follow from Color Out of Place is a finish by one of my favorite artists. And then The Morrigan by Chris the Bug, who is another of my favorite artists. Ajasai by Margaret. Ajasai, yeah, Randall Spangler. Okay. Inside Watery Eyes, Margaret Morales. Lady of the Lake by Sarah Mustafa. Sarah Mustafa is a really fantastic artist too. Chroma by Margaret, favorite finish. Oh, I bet. I can't wait to work on it. I'm holding off. Katie calls them her rainy day stash. I call them my flavor savers. If you've watched the channel, and you know, I call them flavor savers. And Chroma is a flavor saver for me. That's one that I've gotta savor it. I can't just work on it and rush through it. That one is going to be one that I take my sweet time with. Just because of just my Renaissance Fair character reminds me of Chroma. Chroma is rainbowy, and I got her during my 24-hour live last year. And so she holds a very special place in my heart. And so, yeah, she's going to have to be worked on extra slowly. All right, I just tried to move a line and ended up squishing them all together. Hate when I do that. But yeah, Chroma's a flavor saver. Forever Yours by Anne Stokes. Okay. Paintings from Centerwan. Ooh, okay. Dragon Spirit is your favorite finish. Soul of the Storm. Soul of the Storm, I cannot wait to do that one. Oh, I cannot wait to work on that one. Okay. Next, that was 10. Let me go ahead and grab the list so that anybody who is just joining us on our scavenger hunt can, oh, let me give myself a 10. There we go. Anybody joining us on the scavenger hunt can join. Here we go. You knew I would say Ann Stokes, right? Oh, it says I have too many. All right, hold on. We'll go 5 at a time, I guess, because it says that it's too many. Okay. So the first 5 were these. The next 5 are these. Boom. Okay. Mrs. Butter D. Oh, I didn't even think of Mrs. Butter D. Man. What the heck did it do? Why didn't it post it? There. That was weird. Okay. Number 11 came as a mystery kit. For finishes, I finished, oh gosh, what was her? It was Mystery 13 by, oh shoot, what's the artist's name? It was one that I was unfamiliar with and then realized that I enjoy her work. Hold on, I'm going to look it up because I can't. It was Mystery 13, I think. I did it last year for our. I also have worked on a Jada Gem Shop mystery, but that one I never finished because the drills were not good. And I traded it. Mystery 13 was by, oh, here we go. Mystery 13 was by Selena Fennick. I did Mystery 13. And then I own Mystery 47 and Mystery 68 by Color Out of Place and Margaret Morales, respectively. Very excited about both. Not gonna lie. But those are also gonna end up being flavor savers. Like, I think I'm gonna save Mystery 47 for like when I hit 5,000 subscribers. We got Mystery 20, Mystery 59, another Mystery 20, Mystery of Stitch. Okay. You have 2 en route. Mystery number 60 by Mortensen is a current WIP. Mystery 23 by Ennis. A not completed Mystery 68. Haven't completed any, but I owe you a couple. The Margaret and the Yume. Okay. Mystery 48 by Cheryl Baker. Ooh. Cheryl Baker is another really phenomenal artist. I don't know that I've met an art style or an artist's art like. There's a couple, but one, I'm not going to name them because I'm not going to yuck anybody's yum in case you love those artists or something. But I like art in general. Generally, I like art. That doesn't mean necessarily that I would buy everything as a diamond painting, obviously, because if I can't see myself working on it, I don't know why I would decide to buy it. But Cheryl Baker is another really phenomenal artist. I don't have any Cheryl Baker pieces. And I didn't really realize how much I liked Sandra Bergeron until really recently. Done one mystery, but I don't know where it's at. I know it was a Spangler. Okay. All right. Number 12. You got it as a gift. All right. So starting with finishes that I've gotten as a gift. Miss You. Got that from a very special friend. You know who you are. That one made me cry really hard. Both when I received it and when I finished it. The reason that one as a gift from a friend was so like touching. One, any time that someone gives me any kind of a gift, like I am beyond appreciative that anyone would even think about me. But that actually came on the heels of my going to my oldest daughter's graduation and while her college graduation, and while we were there watching her graduate, this butterfly landed. I'm gonna cry now. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, Naomi, no crying right now. A butterfly landed on a tree, the tree like feet away from me. And I was just talking about how I was sad my mom couldn't be there for my daughter's college graduation because she's the first college graduate in our family in generations. And so it was a big deal. My mom graduated from cosmetology school. So it was like a type of college, but it wasn't the same as like graduating from college. And yeah, that butterfly landed on the tree and I saw Miss You from Michelle Sia at Muni Maid and was like, oh my gosh, it's like thinking about my mom. And so that was a very special gift that I had received from a wonderful person and that I finished. And it made me so happy. So thank you again. Forest Friends, Jaded Gem number 4, and Morales 68. Oh, I have a beagle from Timu I got as a gift from my mom. Aw. Barefoot Beach, Tigger and Friends, Stack Christmas. Let down your long hair. Your husband gifted. Ooh, husband. Okay. The Way It Used to Be by Chuck Pinson. All of mine are gifts from my husband. He doesn't complain when a new one shows up. Husband. I just gotta, steal Dustin's credit card numbers and just start buying shit for myself. I'm sure he wouldn't mind, right? He said, yeah, right. That would be a no then. Yeah, I wouldn't do that anyways. You know, I wouldn't do that anyways. Never purchased anything without your permission. That's a jerk thing to do anyway. Like in a stealing way. Okay. Oh, I didn't mark that down though. Whoop. There we go. Number 13, I think this would be all of them, has AB drills. I guess I didn't realize that that was a thing that wasn't in everybody's kits nowadays. It seems like if it has specials of any kind, it's probably got ABs, at least one. God, do you guys remember, and it was not that long ago, when the option we had for specials was ABs and whatever you bought from like the a DP with sparklers. Ugh, gross. Gross, gross, gross. I'm so glad that we have so many more options for special drills now. But like legitimately, even the one I'm working on right now has a huge amount of ABs. So I'm going to go ahead and say then Cauldron of Myrrh with ABs. And then for finishes, everything that I've finished ever, I think, has had ABs in it. I can't think of any that haven't had any ABs. Honestly. It would be harder for me to think of one without ABs than to think of ones with ABs. I'll add that question if it doesn't show up, because then I'll have to really, really think about it. The meeting. Oh, I love the meeting. That is a cute painting. Got Moon Goddess, Glass Mermaid, Cauldron of Myrrh, Libra by Roy Trin. Oh, Roy Trin. Those zodiacs are so good. I wish I could find Sagittarius, but it never comes around. And if it does, nobody wants to part with it for anything less than $150, $200. I think the only ones without ABs are the cheap Temu and Amazon kits. That's probably true. Chroma has no ABs? Well, then, thank you for making that easy for me if that comes up. But as for finishes, I don't think I have a single finish that doesn't have ABs in it. Not any that I can think of. Off the top of my head, I don't think I have any. You've never used ABs? ABs are the ones that have the coating on them. They're the ones with that like that shimmery coating on them that makes them look like rainbowy. Well, they're a pain in the ass to work with, just so you know. Because they take the wax right out of your pen, the putty right out of your pen. They just steal stuff out of your pens. And they smell like cat pee, in my opinion. They look great on a canvas. They look wonderful, but like they smell bad and they're tricky to work with. You haven't done your 1AB. Are they harder to use? Yeah, by a lot. And like I said, it's only because the coating likes to pull wax. I mean, I don't use wax anymore, the pink wax. In my pens, I use putty and I use Ghost, which is like a glue dot. It basically creates a glue dot once it dries. But you have to be much more careful when laying them down because it'll like take your wax right out of your pen. And I'm a hard placer, so it just honestly steals it right out of there. And then even sometimes when you're working around them and laying other drills, it will take the AB right off of the painting while you're working around it, because it'll get stuck inside of your your putty or your wax or whatever and just pull it right out of the it'll pull it right off the painting or whatever. Yeah, they're kind of a pain in the butt. Yes, my Ghost does work with ABs. The only thing is you have to make sure it's dirty, like you would with a glue dot or whatever. Putty, I don't typically use unless it's right at the beginning, like fresh putty with ABs, because they just get stuck in the putty. Um, but Ghost works wonderfully with ABs. And I actually have a multi-placer. I have a 4-placer that's loaded with Ghost, and see, I don't know if you can tell how dirty it is, but it's really dirty. You see how hard I press though? Like I dent the crap out of the tops of plastic. So that's why the metal multi-placers, because I just beat them up. I have to throw them away after I've used them on one painting. I only use the pink wax for ABs on a second pen, only for them. Yeah, see, Jen, oh, it's Jen. Hi. Every single time that I've tried to use the pink wax, it has stolen it from me. Just takes it right out of the pen. I'm like, cool, thanks. That was useful. Okay. Did I mark that down? What number was that? Has ABs. That was number 13. Okay. Number 14 has special shaped drills. Okay. So not counting ones that I've put special drills into, like the sparklers, right? Because those aren't really special shapes. I've used pearls. In Mizuchira, I used pearls. Not pearlescent, but actual pearls, which are like half circles, basically. Elizabeth that I have, drop shaped special drill, because this is asking stars, teardrops, etc., or those giant squares. And Elizabeth has a special shaped drill, as does the Mermaid by Rita Konya. Mermaid Empress. Mermaid Empress has the large squares, like the quads or whatever. But if you put any special drills yourself in and that's all you can use to count it, then I say go ahead and count it as your number 14. Parrot and clock with flowers tray. Cool. Princess Diana had pearls. Magic Arcade. Yeah, quads would count. Magical Mama with an AB that took 4 places. Eyeball. Yeah, that would be a quad. So I would say that counts. I mean, yes, it's the same shape as a regular drill, but it's huge and takes up 4 spaces. So I would say that counts. But yeah, Elizabeth is a teardrop. And then I haven't done it yet. I have no finishes with special shaped drills unless they were drills that I put in them. Like I said, Mizuchira had, I put pearls on that one and sparklers, but those are like just tiny rounds. Okay. Number 15. Okay. This one is a licensed piece from an official company. Yes. I learned about licensed companies compensating the artists for their artwork. I only bought licensed pieces. I never bought an unlicensed piece again after that. Now that isn't to say that I haven't bought unlicensed pieces. Since like they're not, what's the word I'm looking for? They're unlicensed in the way that they don't have an official artist, but I've bought make markets and I've bought like Paint Gems don't have an artist listed on there because they do all the artwork for them in-house. But That, and unfortunately, I'm going to go ahead and say it. I'm kind of a quality snob now. Sorry. It's a real thing. I don't like to work with the quality of like a Timur and AliExpress anymore, only because I've been spoiled rotten on licensed kits now that I can't even. I've thrown things away because I just was having such a horrible time on them. I've thrown licensed kits away though too. So all of the above. I will go ahead and give myself a point for that was what, number 15? Yeah. All right, let me save or share these next 5. Oh, Marianne, we've got to get you handled on that one. Keep an eye out, Marianne. If you're in the Discord, we have a donations area where people are donating licensed paintings all of the time. I need to get on putting my donation in there before too long. Donate something to someone who has not yet worked on a licensed piece, because we want people working on licensed. One, because the quality is just so much better. You'll love it so much. When my stash decreases, I want to start ordering licensed one. That's fair. You know what? And I've told people that if you have unlicensed kits in your stash and you enjoy them just fine now, finish them before you go and buy a quality, like a better quality kit, because you're never going to want to go back to them. I've had a hard time picking up like a Diamond Dots since I started working on other kits. And that's just a color problem. That's not even because the quality is horrible. It's just like I don't like when I look at the canvas that the color doesn't match the drill that I'm about to put down. That irritates me. So yeah, I got a little snobby and I'm sorry. Can't help it. Yes. Let me get you a link really quick actually for Discord. There's one in the description, but I'll grab a new link. New link for Discord. Here we go. Oh, we have over 125. Well, though, I saved all of my unlicensed kits, and I, anytime that I'm gonna introduce somebody to diamond painting, I give them one of like my unlicensed ones, because then I don't feel like I'm giving away, $50, basically. Not that I wouldn't. I just figure if they're gonna try it out and they hate it, then why give away one of my licensed kits for them to try it out and then decide that they hate it? But if they love it, then I'm like, well, let me show you some better quality then. Yeah, there's a link to Discord. You can join. It's totally free. Does not cost you anything to be a part of it or use it. And then after the lives, we usually go in there and voice chat. So you are welcome to join us. Okay. Let's see, number 16. Number 16 features a landscape or a nature scene. Okay, a nature scene. Yeah. I just purchased a Sandra Bergeron. Oh gosh, what's its name? It has a name. The Sandra Bergeron that I just purchased is a landscape. But okay. Oh, finishes though. If I'm going with my finishes, I will say Grand Canal of Venice, because that has Venice obviously as the. Oh wait, but it is a landscape, right? Because it's the river and the it's Rome and whatever. But like traditional landscapes, I have actually not finished a traditional landscape in a long time. Starry Nights from Diamond Dots. That's another one. That's a landscape. Majestic Waterfalls, Barefoot Beach, Mystic Raven, Inspiration of Spring Meadows. I love that one. I'm very jealous. That one's beautiful. I'm only seeing my own comments. You're only seeing your own comments? That's weird. If you go into the description for this live, there should be a link in the description too. Spirit of the Lake, Majestic Waterfalls, Evening Melodies. That's true. I could use that. Could use that. All right, next one. Number 17. You bought during a sale or event. You bought during a sale or event of finished stuff. Things that I bought during a sale or event of my finished stuff. Honestly, out of my finished stash, are there any out of my finishes? No, I don't think I have anything that's finished that I bought during a sale or event, but I do have, most recently, I purchased Owl Sorceress during Jamboree slash she was doing a fundraiser for her abuelita that passed away. I purchased Owl Sorceress with the code from that. And then I did get things from Black Friday, Cyber Monday through Diamond Art Club. But I don't think I have any finishes from any sales or events specifically. Not that I purchased during a sale or event. This last year was the first time that I'd ever done the Black Friday, Cyber Monday stuff. And then I didn't start doing anything with events until recently, and I didn't really buy anything during those events. Down the rabbit hole. I guess kind of. Yeah, that's true, because I did buy it during Mary Morales and then worked on it and finished it during. Thank you. There we go. That'll work, Amber. I'll take that. I wasn't thinking about my own events. I was not thinking about my own events. Clearly. I sold a lot of stuff during that freaking event, though. I'll tell you what. Sold and gave away a lot of stuff during that event, but did not even think about my own event. Yeah, I bought it, I unboxed it, and I worked it and finished it during the event. That is true. Down the rabbit hole. Oh! No, then what's the one? I thought I bought something and no, maybe not. But it is still a finish, because if I bought it on Black Friday, then there, boom, done. I finished it for an event and I bought it during Black Friday. Perfect. What released during Mary Morales? There were a few kits. Mystery 68 released during Mary Morales. I know there were more. There were more that released during Mary Morales. I think there were a couple. Sleeps with Butterflies? Didn't she release during Mary Morales too? We're all yelling at Naomi. Whatever works, man. Did I mark that down? Is that number 17? 17. There we go. I get a point. Woo! Oh my Lord. Lost my dang mind. What? Okay. Help me out though. What Morales is released during Mary Morales during December and January? Sleeps with Butterflies. Mystery 68. Maybe that was it. Did the Round Alice kit? I feel like the Round Alice kit. Oh, I don't know when she released. That one is called. No, that's not what we're talking about. That was Chroma. Chroma released during my 24-hour live. Oh, you're talking about your own game. Okay. Sleeps with Butterflies. Song of Artemis was beforehand. No. Alice and Roses is her name. Alice and Roses. Let's see. Alice and Roses released. Oh, if I spell it right, then it helps. Okay, she released. I forgot she was around. She released. Show me a description, please. February. Nope. I think maybe it's just Mystery 68. They don't even have the mystery listed. Sleeps with Butterflies was. What just happened? Go back here. Thank you. December 28th. So Sleeps with Butterflies, Mystery 38. I think Hades and Persephone was before. Yeah, that was back in June. That might be it. When was Mizuchira? That was like September, maybe. Yeah, September 28th. Yeah. Just Mystery 68 and Sleeps with Butterflies. Interesting. Learned something. You must be yelling at the screen. Okay, let's see. Sorry, what's the screen? Okay, next question. Reminds you of a favorite memory. Wow, geez, that was scary. You all right? That sneeze make you a little dumb? Sounded like it was painful. Remind you of a favorite memory. Let's go finishes on this one. Remind you of a favorite memory. So, wow, Dustin, you gonna be all right? Sounds like it. Sound like you just sneezed up a spleen or something. You did something very violent. I think you should apologize. Sort of violence is not allowed. Okay, so I'm gonna go with remind you of a favorite memory, aside from the obvious with Miss You by Michelle Sia, because I already talked about that one. I will go with Try to Follow. And the reason for that is because I worked on that to celebrate having 1,000 subscribers, which, if I'm being totally honest, I never thought would happen. Like, I okay, here's the thing, right? I'm not I'm not discounting myself as an entertaining person or as a person not worth listening to or what have you. Doing that. We've already talked enough about uh my feeling that I have imposter syndrome. The big thing is, if you picture yourself standing on a stage in an auditorium or whatever, if you think about how many people 1,000 people are actually, right? That's a lot of freaking people that may or may not pay to come see you or decided to come see you or took a chance on you. And 1,000 people decided to hit the subscribe button, and I never thought that that would happen. Did I think people might watch my videos here, there, whatever? It's sure. I thought people might stumble upon some of my videos and maybe a few would stick around. I did not expect there to be 1,000 people that did so. And so I'm going to go with Try to Follow as a really good memory because that was one of my favorites. Barefoot Beach, Timeless Tune-Up, Legolas, RV Life, Autumn Kitten, Cozy Christmas. Reminds me of the hydrangea garden at Kamakura. Ooh, Lily of the Valley was my grandmother's favorite flower. Oh, that was my mom's favorite. Fathoms Below by Mazzano. I was working on it the day I found out I was pregnant. Oh, Abby. I also did it was a Sarah Mustafa that I worked on, and it was called Alice, ALIS. And I worked on that one for my oldest and gave it to her as a graduation gift. And so that's another really good memory attached. But yeah, never thought I'd hit 1,000 subscribers. And the fact that I've gone beyond 1,000 subscribers also continues to blow my mind all of the time. Never thought that would happen. Thought I would have to try a lot harder. Do some really despicable things. Okay. Number 19. You customized, swapped colors, added enhancements. Yes. Okay. A lot of them. I do that with a lot of them. Not all of them. Because oftentimes I actually like the way that they're already charted. But Mizuchira springs to mind because that's the one that I spent the most money on to customize and make special. And that was because she was for Mary Morales. And yeah, I spent a lot of money getting that one customized with special drills and what have you. Moon Goddess, Chroma, Nun, Crazy Bird added yellow fairy dust. Yeah, it could be as simple as, you decide, like even Foxy Lady. I had leftover fairy dusts and I added a bunch of fairy dust to her because I was like, this should have way more specials in it. So I just used some leftover drills. And it could be you changed out a color. Maybe you didn't like the color that the flowers were, so you made something else different. Like Alice, I made her eyes blue instead of like amber colored, like orangey. She had like orangey eyes, but I wanted it to look more like my daughter because it already looked a lot like my daughter. And I went ahead and gave her blue eyes. So it doesn't have to be special drills. It can be, you just changed it up. Pisces by Roy Trin. I got rid of that boring pink background and added a swirl, bubbles, and more stars. Ooh, I changed the color of her outfit and the fish too. Wow. Did it with Austere, an AMZ DAC, and an Amazon back and it turned out pretty good. Nice. Had a lot of fairy dust and crystals. Cute. Okay, that was 19. Number 20 has words or a quote on it. Oh, nope, I need to take that back. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4 has words or a quote on it. Oh, wait. Yes, I can. Fisher Gal. It says donuts on the sign. I think it says donuts. There's like, or maybe it's not donuts. What does it say? It's like there's pasta or something on the, hold on, I can get the book out and look, because there's words on it. There is words on it. It's not like, you know, something inspirational. I don't have any of those. I don't have anything that has words on it like that. Oh, it says new buns. It says new buns on it. There we go. Right there. It says new buns. That's why I thought donuts. That's the only words that I have. Oh, wait. Flower delivery says Kiki's delivery on the sign. Yes. Okay. Oh, well, Abby, I'd love that if you could post that into the Discord because I want to see it. It sounds amazing. Just whenever. I would love to. I'd love to see that. Yeah, because otherwise, like I did really want to get like one of the autism awareness diamond paintings that Diamond Art Club has done, but I have never had money when they've released them. So I don't have those. And I don't have anything against stuff with like really inspirational speech on it or anything. I don't have any. So there's that. So yeah, Reading Time by Randall Spangler. Yeah, I didn't. Ho 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 by Cheryl Baker. Oh, there you go. It looked amazing, completed. The changes were so cohesive. I can't wait to see it. Yes, please post that. I want to see that. Okay. That was number 20. So number 21 was your very first diamond painting ever. Okay. So my very first diamond painting ever, I don't even have it anymore. I threw it away. I didn't finish it. My first official finish was, I don't think I have that either. Okay. I'll go with something like my first Diamond Art Club, like a normal sized, not on sale, like wasn't a free if you bought four back in 2019 deal, was called Wishes by Sylvia Strike. Do I have a picture of that? It was my first large sized Diamond Art Club ever. There it is. Because the other ones were just little ones. They were little pieces of junk. Okay. This was my first ever Diamond Art Club. And it's called Wishes. And I still have it. And it was my first large Diamond Art Club. And I love this piece so much. It's a round kit. It looks amazing. And I love it. It was my first large sized DAC that I got at the beginning. I got it at the end of 2023 and finished it in 2024, but that's not my first ever diamond painting. Like a lot of my first ever diamond paintings were like unnamed Amazon or, AliExpress or whatever kits. Uh, and then diamond dots from Michael's or Joann's or, whatever hobby stores that I was going to. And those, most of them, I didn't keep them. I either gave them away or they got lost in the shuffle at some point or another. But uh, one of one of the things that I'd gotten from Diamond Art Club was like this buy one get three free, or buy this you get these other three, whatever it was. And one of them was like this Four Seasons tree. Another one was this rainbow rose and a little. They were all like 15 by 15 little things. They look like poops. Purple leopard, can't remember. Is that? No, I can't remember the name of that one either. One of those free ones from DAC. I think it was called Soulmates. Oh yeah, that one's little too. That one's really little too. You and me, we got this. Would like it better if it said weave instead of, yeah. I get that, Marianne. Satara leopard. Yeah. For some reason I pictured that one was a green leopard. I don't know why. All right, so that was 21. Number 22. You have kitted up but haven't started. But I asked that already. Oh, you bought but haven't started. You kitted up but haven't started. Wishes. I have not started Wishes. I was going to work on that for, if anybody watches my WIP and chats. I kitted it up for Black History Month, thinking that she was a light-skinned person of color. This was before they started selling things by Geneva Bowers. I kitted it up and I realized everything was pink. And her skin was pink, and the whole diamond painting was pink, and I was angry. And it's all acrylic diamonds. It's a round and it's all acrylic. I got pissed about that. So I have that kitted up still, but I have yet to start that piece. And I don't know if I ever will, honestly. But it is kitted up if I ever decide to work on it. It's just hiding in its box right now because I ended up working on the Geneva Bowers and was incredibly happy with that. Again, I brought that up in my WIP and chat also. So, yeah. Amber has none that she has kitted up but not started. You're like, I'll do at least a square. At least you don't have 30 WIPs that you've started and not completed, like DAC kits that are large size that you've basically done a square on and then gave up on, because that's pretty sad. I always get a little bit catchy when people are like, yeah, I have 30 WIPs that I basically did a square on and then kitted something else up. It's like, finish something, would you? I'm not judging if you have a bunch of WIPs. It's just, if you're only going to do a square and then put it away and never look at it again, like, come on. Finish something. Okay, that was number 22. Number 23 is based on a book, TV show, or movie. Oh gosh. Based on a book, TV show. Aha. Yes, I do. Okay, but finishes? No. I don't think I have any finishes that are based on nope, that's a lie too. That is also a lie. I have a finish. I haven't finished her yet. Honor the Masses is Mulan. That is Mulan. And then let's see. Do I have any other ones based on a book, movie, or TV show? Book, TV show, or movie? I don't think so. TV show or movie. Alice is a character from something, but I don't know what. Apparently she's based on some TV or movie. I don't know. Rapunzel. That's from a book, right? That's my daughter's finished though, technically, so I can't really count her. No, I think that's it. I think that's it. Yep, that's it. Wonder Your Aunt, which was Supernatural. Nice. Harry Potter. Pinocchio. Moon Goddess, based on a character from Avatar. Oh, I guess, yeah, Down the Rabbit Hole. Alice one again. Dang it. That was number 23. Number 23. Oh, let me share the next 5. Damn, that Down the Rabbit Hole gets me every time. All right, number 24 features a person, realistic or cartoon. All of them. Jesus. No, I mean all of them though, really. I like portraits. Basically everything that I do is portraits. You saw through my book there, it's portraits. So all of them. I will give myself a point. I just really like working on portraits. It's a thing. It's a thing that's real. Nothing wrong with it. At least I don't think there's wrong with it. All right, let's see. I think that was my last drill on this square. Okay, let's see. Number was 24. Number 25 has a season theme. Oh, so not like a holiday theme, but a season theme. Winter, spring, summer, fall. In my finishes, Frost by Christine Karen. She has a season theme and she's beautiful and she's very blue. I liked her so much. Where'd she go? I'm so sad that Art and Soul is gone. I don't know who ended up getting Frost by Christine Karen, but this is honestly like she was beautiful. I loved working on her. But she was obviously winter themed. It's seasonally themed, like winter, spring, summer, fall. You had said solstice for one of your other ones. You could use that one twice if you wanted to. If you go with finishes, then whatever your finishes are. But that was number 25. I will give myself a point. Yeah. Goddess of Spring. Yep. Autumn Winds from Enablers. Wintergreen Wishes. Springtime Splendor. Abram Falls. Rabbits in the Snow. Long Distance Coven. Oh, Long Distance Coven was your features a person. Gotcha. Autumn's Harvest Wreath. Missed movie one. Batman. Oh, okay. Yeah, and here's the next 5. I think we we might be able to get to, oh, doesn't like that many. What? Not that many words in it. Try this. There we go. All right. We got 10 minutes. I can get through another bunch of them. Okay. Number 26 is super sparkly and full of rhinestones or crystals, like sparkled. You know what I mean? Like a crystal canvas, or has lots of crystals, or is, it's all canvases are super sparkly, right? I will go with Mizuchira again on that one because I put in a bunch of sparklers. Like that one I spent dollars on to make her like fancy. You know what I mean? Yeah, I made her super fancies. So I'm gonna go with Mizuchira on that one. I've never actually worked on one of the crystal canvases though. Um, Never tried one. They seem really cool, but I've never actually tried one before. Uh-oh, where'd everybody go? Nobody has an answer for that one? Parrot with clock and flowers, all crystal with special shapes. Ooh. Yeah, because otherwise, like, that's all I have is Mizuchira. Okay. Number 27 was your most expensive hit. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and mark that one down. I spent a stupid amount of money on Try to Follow, but that was when, and still you can't find Try to Follow for less than 250. Now, granted, I did not pay the record amount that I've seen for that kit, which is $800, but I did spend way more than I should have on it, and I regret nothing because it's a beautiful finish. Okay? That's how I feel about that. Okay. Number 28. You love so much you're saving it for later, or flavor saver. Yeah, Sujin, some fool on eBay paid $800 for Try to Follow. Yes, yes, they did. I did not pay that, but someone else did. You can actually go look it up. I am not even kidding. I was like, there's no way. I couldn't afford that, for one. And two, like, I don't know what fool paid $800 for it, but like, dang. And I know, like, expensive can be subjective too, because maybe that person's a millionaire. I don't know. But I also know conversion rates are crazy because, if that was Canadian, could you imagine? That's nuts. My next most expensive kit was probably, I paid $100 for 47 mystery 47, which was a steal. I've seen that going for much more. I paid 100 for Forest Sprite, and that's another one that you never see come up. But I paid 435 for Try to Follow, but that was like when it was in its height of popularity. People were like going nuts for it. And granted, if I sat on it and decided to never do it and then tried to sell it 3 years from now, I probably could get 800 for it, but I decided to work on it. But a flavor saver. You love so much you're saving it for later. I have so many that I'm saving for later, but the one that is my ultimate flavor saver, I would have to say is probably Satura. I kicked back and forth on working on Satura for Mary Morales last year, but they dropped Mizuchira and I was like, done deal. I will absolutely work on Mizuchira. She's beautiful. But I would say Satura is the one that I'm saving and will not work on until I'm ready. But that's number 28. Okay, 29 has a food or drink in it. Sake Dragon. I don't think I've worked on anything with food or drink in it. The librarian, I think, had a cup of coffee or tea. Is it down the rabbit hole again? It has tea. Down the rabbit hole. It's tea in it. Oh, cup of sunshine. She has a cup of sunshine. The librarian does not have tea in it. Just kidding. Okay. I don't think I have anything else with. Oh, you know what? Down the rabbit hole does not have tea in it. It has a potion bottle, but there's no teacup or teapot. There is no tea in Down the Rabbit Hole. But she does technically drink the potion to like become smaller. I honestly don't think I have anything else that has food or drink in it. I really don't. I'm looking in my finishes. I mean, yes, in like tea party and stuff like that. I'm looking at my finishes though. I do not see food or drink in anything else. Okay, well, there you go. I do have some in my stash. Okay, last question. Features a city or landmark. And that will be in my finishes again, will be Grand Canal and Basilica Venice. That's going to have to be it. It was absolutely one of my favorite finishes of all time. And it is the Basilica in Venice. And that's the only landmark one that I have. I'm almost positive, like in all of my stash. Everything else that I have, like, yes, this is a place, but it's not like a specific place that I'm aware of. I don't have any other landmark kits. And that's it. That is all. So, meh, that's all of it. I don't think I have any other, even in my stash, that are like a specific place. Like I'm not one of those people that like, I love Paris. I've never been. I don't have any other places. The reason I got Grand Canal and Basilica Venice, because I've never been to Rome or Italy, is because the colors. That was the only reason. So yeah, that's it. Okay, so that was for me. I managed to get 30 out of 30. How about you guys? Were you able to get 30 out of 30? I did it. Woo! 30 out of 30. Yay! 28 for Marianne, 23 for Chrissy, 26 for Alice. Abby got 30 out of 30. Shannon got 29. Oh, my paint gems. National Parks Edition. You're right about that. Scoop up those last points. Get those last points while you can get them. Tannis got 30 out of 30. Woo! Well done. Well done. All right, guys. Coming up next, we're going to be heading on over into Discord. Yo lady has to pee. I'm telling you. So I'm going to get out of here so I can go do that before we get on Discord after dark. Hopefully I will see some of you there. And if I do not, I will see you again on Tuesday night for the live, where we will be playing some sort of a game, because we usually do. Otherwise, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I love that you are here with me on Saturdays. It's my favorite thing. As ever, however you are in this great, big, beautiful, bubbling, wonderful springtime or autumn time world of ours, that you are having a glorious morning, evening, or afternoon, whatever time it is, wherever you are. I'll see you over in Discord. Goodbye.